What's going on, guys? My name is Tommy. Welcome back to the channel and happy Friday. We're here today for another episode of Faction Fridays. Today, Mr. KJS requests we dig into a faction that normally you can't really join, but hey, you know, we can do a hypothetical what if. Do you want to be a Runelord? Oh, there's another Frozen parody, just like my dragon video. Do you want to be a Runelord? Something, something. Rise of the Runelords. Spoilers will seriously probably be in this video. Tread lightly! But if you're liking what you're seeing, like, subscribe, ding the bell. Requests go in the comments today. This episode of Faction Fridays was brought to you in part by Daniel Barker. Thanks for your help, man. Looking forward to seeing you in a few hours and killing you with androids with guns. I mean, what? Second edition game. Yeah. Alright, let's hit it. Okay, so, for the first time in my career, I will say that this video will be kind of incomplete. As you probably know by now, if you've watched any of our min-maxing videos or stuff, you'll know I'm actively playing through Rise of the Runelords right now, and if you've ever showed up to watch Kingmaker, you'll know that I am deathly allergic to spoilers. Pain, agony, and horribleness await me. Also, I'm really excited to be back with my group after a long hiatus. I don't want to spoil this for myself. So, there's probably some information that will be left out here. If you're looking for a video on how to beat Karzug, this is not it. But enough complaining, let's hit it. So, the 7 Runelords of Thassalon, an ancient empire of humanity, a long time ago, each ruled their own realm in the centuries before Earthfall. Again, before something Aboleth, something ruin everyone's good time. Each of these Runelords, of course, was a powerful wizard. Each of those wizards was tied to a particular aspect of what is known as sin magic. That, of course, being an ancient form of magic first practiced by the 7 Runelords, based on an entirely different form of magic, rune magic. This magic was brought to Thassalon from Aslant by first King Sin. As his empire grew, Sin appointed powerful wizards as governors to oversee these lands, and eventually these guys assassinated Sin and subjugated his retainers. Now, on paper, rune magic, generosity, love, humility, temperance, charity, kindness, and zeal, pretty good, you know, for like a standard of ruling a kingdom or something. Corrupt these over the course of time, and you have the greatest sins of the soul, and hasn't that been a trope in our gaming community for a really long time? If nothing else, look at the demons. Literally in the Pathfinder playtest, their fancy names go after, like in the example of a succubus, now lust demon. In any case, speaking of lust, we've replaced all these fine virtues of rule with greed, lust, pride, gluttony, envy, wrath, and sloth. Each of the Runelords specialized in a single school of this rune magic, or abjuration for envy, necromancy for gluttony, transmutation for greed, enchantment for lust, illusion for pride, conjuration for sloth, and evocation for wrath. So the TLDR here is powerful wizards with powerful thematic magic. How do you join these guys in your games, you might ask? Well, I've got 2 examples for you. And John, if you're watching this video, in case you guys don't know, John was going to play the first class we're going to talk about, a Sin Monk in our Carrion Crown playthrough, which is right around the bend. This is why the Paladin of Sarenrae would have had to have had a problem with your character. This is literally the corruption of a virtue in such a way that you gain power from it. In any case, the Sin Monk comes to us all the way from the Anti-Hero's Handbook, requiring you to play an X-Monk, and using its key points to, based on the sin you pull forth from, get different abilities. Envy can buff your perception, lust buffs your bluff and diplomacy, wrath buffs your stunning fist save, sloth gives you vital strike, so on and so forth, eventually debuffing people, eventually turning into a sin spawn when you die. But that, I think, is not necessarily what we're looking for here, because you haven't joined the Runelords, rather, I guess their armies is the thing there? No, you know, if you don't want to be abjectly horrible and evil. Really, this Thessalonian magic became evil because of the Runelords. The other side of this is the Rune Guard prestige class. If you're any of the good alignments, worship the Imperial Lords Cerealian have 5 ranks in both linguistics and spellcraft, as well as scribe, scroll, the ability to cast 3rd level spells, and Thessalonian as a language. You can join up and access basically the opposite of everything we just talked about by being nice and buffing everybody out in return. Now, bringing the Runelords into your campaign feels a little out of place if you're not a Pathfinder game, but I mean, again, powerful thematic wizards are definitely a thing in a lot of different places. Basically, this is just the schools of magic personified. The 7 deadly sins are a popular thing for sure, and really I feel like thus they fit anywhere you want them to. GMing for someone who wants to join the Runelords to me seems like a one-way ticket to GMing Rise of the Runelords myself, or like Return of the Runelords as well, I suppose, and that's just the alternate ending, right? Instead of something kill Karzug, something supplant him seems also quite fun. Playing one of these classes also seems pretty modal, you know, having access to a bunch of different thematic buffs and debuffs means you often have answers for the situation. The more tools in your pocket, certainly, the better. And who doesn't want to play a power-hungry wizard, right? Yeah, exactly. Anyway, what do you guys think? Have we ever desired to supplant the Runelords? Have we played either of these classes, and how do you feel about thematic magic in your worlds? Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, because the next episode of Faction Fridays drops next, Friday.